Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Adventure Channel. In today's video review, we have another showcase of another exquisite fan that I picked up on Amazon. This is the portable air conditioner cooling fan that I picked up on Amazon a few months ago. As you guys can tell, it definitely looks heavily used, and I'm just now getting around to this review. But ironically, this is one of my favorite portable fans that I've picked up in the past couple of years, and I just thought I would show it off here on the channel because it has been heating up for some time for the summer months. The portable air conditioning fan is a 4-in-1 portable AC fan with 3 wind speeds, 3 spray modes, 7 night light modes. Obviously you can change the colors on it, and then it has a timer on here, so that way when you go to sleep at night or whatever your situation might be, you could give it either a 2, 4, 6 or 8-hour timer. This is one of the rare air conditioners here, and the reason why I love this is because it has a very unique bore at the top, or water container, that will keep your fan very cool all hours of the night. Now typically other fans in this price range that you guys have maybe seen on the channel as well as other videos, you usually get an ice pack or something of some sort where it takes hours and hours to freeze it, and then of course then you can pull it out of the freezer and then of course use it from that aspect. But again, that does not keep you cool very long. So one of the cool things I love about this is the water in here will last you at least several days, and the cool thing is you can mix that in with additional ice cubes, as you guys will see here in the video. The air portable is very lightweight, as you guys can see. It comes with this additional strap, and it's very small, and this will work for pretty much many office size rooms and whatever the case might be. But again, some of the cool features on here is that you can add water to it. It doesn't have to be a specific ice pack. Very easy to keep clean. You could just use a duster. However, I did try to open this up. However, I had a little bit of difficulty with that, but for the most part this is easily accessible. You could use a can of compressed air to kind of clean it and whatever the case might be. But again, I like this one compared to some of the other reviews I've done on some of the other portable fans, well within this price range. Starting from left to right, as you can see, from left to right we have our light button, and then of course we have our 1, 2, 3 option, which is for the mistifier. And then to the right of that, we have our 2, 4, 6, 8-hour buttons, and you have your fan speed mode. Now keep in mind, I will cover this a little bit later, but the touchscreen on there, not the touchscreen, but the buttons are touch sensitive. At the top, we have our little bore here, which contains all of our water. I decided to leave it full so that way you guys can see it in fully see it in action. And again, one of the cool things is that this is one of the unique units that doesn't leak water. You can leave water in there overnight or for several days, and then of course add ice cubes as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and put some ice cubes and whatnot in here so you guys can take a look and see exactly how you get this thing up and running. And then of course you also have that little vent on the that covers this, where you can also direct if you want the wind conditions to either go up or down. So that is something else that is pretty handy. But again, this is one of my favorite fans here. You guys can currently find this on Amazon in the description of this video. But let's go ahead and get this going. All right, so now that we're inside, we're taking another look or angle at the portable air conditioner cool mini fan. And this thing is really phenomenal in my opinion. So we're gonna take a look at some of the modes here. It has 4 different selections on here. However, we're only gonna use 3. The last one being a specific timer. You do have the ability, looking at the remote here, to set the time frame on here for 2 to 4 hours, 6, and then even an 8-hour function. And out of all the fans I've really showcased here on the channel, this one is probably more or less my favorite. So let's go ahead and turn it on. We have our low cool speed here. We'll turn it up a little bit more. And now we have it on our highest setting. And 1, 2, and 3. So let's turn it a little bit down. Now we're going to turn the lights on. And of course, you can also do this directly on the unit itself. I'll show you guys here in just a minute. I think it has about 7 different colors. We have white, purple, that's like a yellowish type of color. We also have blue, red, green. Then of course we're back to white. And if you want to turn the lights off, all we have to do is press the light off button. So let's go ahead and turn it back on for the sake of this conversation. Underneath here, you have 3 different geysers. Each one has its own particular mode. However, I would suggest keeping these cleaned a little bit more often. It does get a little bit of calcium around those little nozzle spots. And of course, those 3 additional options allow you to activate the mistifier. Now, as you can see here, I do have it turned on. However, you probably won't see much of it because it has a little bit of calcium buildup. I've been using this now for the past several months. So let's now go to stage 2. And hopefully with stage number 3, you kind of see it sprinkling out. I just added a little water to it. But this helps keep the room cool. As you guys know, when you add water to the air, it definitely keeps the cool temperatures down within your local vicinity. So let's go ahead and shake this up a little bit. Did add a little bit of ice to it. Sometimes, again, because this has been used for several months and there's a little bit of calcium buildup, it takes a little while for it to come out. However, I did go ahead and clean it off as well. Now we're going to take a look at the other function here. We could set the timer for 2 hours, 4, 6, and 8. And so again, after 8 hours on this specific time period, the fan will automatically shut off. This is really good if you just want to keep your room cool for a little bit, you fall asleep at night. I honestly wish some of the other portable fans that I've worked with had that type of feature. I mean, I love them, but sometimes they get a little noisy. They work pretty good, but it doesn't have a timer. I just maybe want to set it for 6 hours, maybe 8, so that way it's not rattling all night. And one of the cool things I love about this fan is that it is really silent. Let's go ahead and turn this up a little bit. You guys can hear it a little bit better. And this is the lower setting that is on. However, it does stay pretty quiet when you use it throughout the night or even the day. All right, now here at the top, I'm going to show you the sensitivity options. These take a little bit of getting used to because these are touch sensitive. So just because you touch it, the unit's not going to come on or turn it off. You have to hold it in. So if I just touch it like this, obviously I'm able to adjust the fan speeds, but in order to turn it on or turn it off, you have to press and hold it. Same thing here, same thing here, and same thing over here. So that could take a little bit of getting used to because most of us are used to just the touch button feature, but you got to press in on this and hold it in order for it to change its setting. So let's go ahead and press over here. I'm not going to mess around with the timer, so let's just go ahead and hold this in. This is the mistifier, and then you just have to press it once it's on. And then of course, if we want to turn on the color, you got to press it, hold it in, and then if you want to adjust the colors, you can just rapidly test it. Rapidly press it after it's already been turned on. And again, if you want to turn off the light, you just go ahead and do that. But all in all, this is one of my favorite fans here. I know the mistifier isn't really putting out right now. Probably need to stick a fork in there with some tissue to kind of clean out just a little bit better. Again, this has a little bit of calcium buildup, but this thing works phenomenally well, and it works even better with ice cubes. So I do suggest if you guys planning on going with a unit like this, it's really safe to add ice cubes. Now, the other cool thing that I definitely love about this one compared to some of the other models that I have shared here on the channel is that this one has the water reservoir at the top. You have a water reservoir where it can store water for several days, whereas the traditional units that I've seen here on Amazon and other various websites is they only give you an ice pack. Now, ice packs cool down very rapidly, and is not really made for longevity purposes, but this is a very clean, cool device. I prefer this type of design as opposed to just using the ice cube method because it's stored out. It doesn't keep it as cool. Plus, this is a mistifier. The other units that I've had and previously that I've showcased here on the channel, it has the fan and then you have an ice cube pack that you have to put there. It is blowing that cool air, but that thing rapidly gets cool really fast, as opposed to this will keep water in here and use that mistifier over the course of several different days. In fact, it's been a while since I just put some in here for the sake of this video review and of course adding ice cubes, but it holds fairly well. So I will highly suggest this on Amazon. I will leave a link where you guys can purchase this in the description of this video, but let me know what your thoughts are on this particular product. I mean, I absolutely love it. In fact, of course, at the time that I purchased this, it retailed for $64.99, and I believe that it was worth every penny. Now, you can also add in a portable battery adapter into this as well. It's a USB-C charge type, but I love it. I mean, it's a great little unit. Not too expensive. It gets the job done. It keeps you cool, and most importantly, it is fairly quiet, and it has that mistifier, which definitely drops the temperature down, at least for your personal body and even around the room. So like and subscribe. Thank you guys for checking out the Adventure channel and some of our fan selections, and we will catch you guys later. Bye bye.